You play Valorant to have fun with your friends, or I don't know if you got no friends. But anyways, nobody wants to play the game if it runs like this. So today I'll tell you about 4 settings that you can turn off right now to get a performance boost in Valorant. And note that if you got a decent PC, you won't notice much of a difference, but the ones with literal potato machines will have a good time. So without wasting much time, let's get into the video. First off, go ahead and turn off show corpses under graphics section. What it does is basically it removes the bodies from the screen. Instead of the body, there will be a circular thing lit on the screen with the respective enemy color or your team's color. Since the game doesn't have to render bodies, the game will give a much higher performance. And if you're a Sage main, it will be really helpful because you don't have to check the color of the bodies. Instead, you can just look at the light coming from that circular thing and you can tell if it's your teammate's body or your enemy's. Next up, we have blood options. So go ahead and turn off blood. It will improve the performance a bit, but one thing that you need to know is you won't be able to tell if your shot hit the enemy or not. What I'm talking about is this right on the screen. Now, keeping the graphics options aside, let's move to the audio section, and here we have HRTF. So go ahead and disable the HRTF. HRTF is basically the 3D sound you get. I know people nowadays are getting surround sound headphones, but you gotta compromise for performance a bit, although it's completely your choice to turn it off or not, but I would recommend it. Next up, we have the window size. If you have a very low-end PC, full screen is the best option, because if an application is running in full screen, all the resources will be directed to give the maximum performance, whereas borderless window is not that good for low-end PCs. So yeah, stick to full screen. So in this video, I told you about very few steps, and that too in brief. But if you want an in-depth guide with more and better optimization options, go ahead and watch this video on the left and subscribe to the channel, or